Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. Today, we were supposed to have an admissions officer from Fort Hays State University in Kansas to join us and let us know how to apply to this university. But unfortunately, there has been some challenge, and so he wouldn't be able to make it. Hopefully, next week we'll be able to do that. So today, what we are going to do is, I know you have questions. I know you need clarifications on some of your applications and even how to go about it, sometimes documents. So I'm going to do is to respond to the questions you have. So you can drop them in the comment section. I'm also posting the link so you can join me live in the studio. Make sure your video is on because we are live, and then I'll be able to pick you up. Then we can have a conversation. So tell a brother to tell a brother to tell another brother that the Fred Effect is on. This is the biggest study abroad content platform where we inspire, you motivate, and let you know how you can go about it to understand that it is possible you can also do it, and you always have to be positive and know that everything will be fine. So yeah, let me have your questions in the chat. Let me know where you're watching me from, and you can use the link I'm sharing on the screen. I also shared it on the various social media platforms, so you can click on it and make sure your video is on, and then you can join us in the studio, and then I'll be responding to your questions. So where have you gotten to in the process? So the 2025 fall semester is still most universities, are still accepting applications. Of course, some universities have already ended it. Some ended it last year, so December thereabout. Some deadlines were there, and then 15th of January, some universities have their deadlines as such, and others are still accepting applications somewhere until April, February thereabout. So yeah, so put in the request, I'll approve it, and then we can have a conversation. Let me know which country you're watching me from. Make sure you have a quiet background, so that it will be conducive for those who are listening. Hi, bro. How you doing? Abdullah, how you doing? Salam alaikum.
Hello, Fred.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. You
Nice
have a
joining
question for
again.
me?
Yes, please.
Please go ahead.
Um, yes. So thank you very much, Fred. Thank you for your work. You've been helpful. I've been following you, and I've applied to certain universities, but it's just that I've not been getting full scholarships. But your efforts has been massive for me. Thank you very much. And I think I want to talk about the application process when it comes to the letters of recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what does not make me sometimes get the full funding. But I'm a business. I mean, I did business. I did accounting and finance. I have, but I've not sat for GMAT or GRE. Yes. So I don't know if that is what is pulling me back, or it is maybe from my letters of recommendation. Sometimes I don't know whether we should take letters of recommendation from people in academia. I mean, like lecturers or
Mm.
from our professional supervisors. So I don't know. Sometimes for me, I don't know if this is a mistake I've been making. Sometimes I give to friends who are working. I give emails of friends who are working to the school where they send the emails for them to submit letters of recommendation.
So
Yes.
it's good
So I
you've
don't know
been
if this
trying.
is.
You've been trying something.
Mm,
It's sometimes that is how life goes. Things does not go as
okay.
smooth as we wanted. But you would agree with me that um the times that you've been trying, you've learned a lot of things in the process. So there are certain things you didn't know that after working on these applications you've come to realize or understand. So it's good you are trying something out. Here's the thing: when it comes to the business related field, the best way to be able to secure funding is when you have sat for either the GRE or GMAT. But there is an alternative. You can either apply to a dual masters program. For example, in University of Utah, they have a dual masters program. If you apply for that without the GRE, you can still get a full scholarship because partial scholarship from each program. Then the next thing is that you don't necessarily have to restrict yourself to only the business related programs, right? So even though you have a business background, you can veer into other related fields. Like if you have a bachelor's in, business administration, remember you can go into public administration, public relations. There are other related fields that have scholarship that will not necessarily require the GRE. That is, if you're not willing to sit for that. So if you don't restrict yourself to the business field, that would open more doors for you. And also remember that the department will let you know if they have the scholarship or not if you email them. So there is always the program head or program coordinator or program director. Send an email to this person. Share a copy of your transcript, not all your documents. Just share your transcript and resume. Then you ask them that this is my name. I have this qualification. I'm applying from this country. I'm an international applicant. Will I be considered for admission? Will I be considered for scholarship? Remember, if the department does not have scholarship, you don't necessarily have to finish applying to find out. You can know before you apply. So you need to talk to them, communicate with them to understand whether they have a scholarship or not, or how they fund students in a department, even before you put in the application. Don't put in the application and then later on now come and find out that, okay, they don't have funding, because you would have known before you had applied to. All right. Let me know if you have a second question. I'm taking 2 questions from everybody, and then I'll bring on the next person. Do you have a second question for me?
So with the second question, it will just be the universities you mentioned. So do you have any recommended university for me?
Let's start from here. There is a proper way of even naming your document. One of my videos on YouTube, I explain how you can do that. The second thing is that with your background, come up with at least 5 different related programs that your background could get you into. Now, if you were able to get me those programs, then I will help you with universities you can target, right? So if you could DM me on Instagram, I respond very quick on Instagram with at least come up with 5 programs. Or if you tell me your program, I can help you come up with some other. Maybe you have a background in accounting, you have a background in maybe management or business administration. Come up with at least 5 related programs. Then based on those programs, we can find the schools, because not every school offer every program. You get it? So once we are able to do that, then we will start emailing the head of department or the program directors and ask them. Not all of them are going to respond. That is the truth. Some will respond and tell you that we can give you admission, but we don't have scholarship. Others will say that, oh, we can give you admission, but we have 50% scholarship. So based on the response, you will now be able to understand, oh, okay, this school, if I apply, I'm going to waste my money. So let me target these schools. You understand? All right. Thank you for joining. Let's bring in Sahilu. Salam alaikum, Abubakar.
Wa alaikum salam wa
How are
rahmatullahi
you
wa
doing,
barakatuh.
sir?
How are you? How are
I'm
you,
good.
my
How are
brother?
you?
You are doing good? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
good.
to meet you, bro.
Where are you
Thank
joining
you.
me from?
I'm joining from Dubai.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I really want to visit Dubai.
Yeah, you should visit Dubai. It's really a
Yeah.
nice place, to chill.
All right. What questions do you have for me, sir?
Mr. Fred, like I'm right here in Dubai, but like I wanted to come to the US through like community colleges. I don't know if it's possible like to apply to these community colleges like with low grades, because I had advanced level, that's high school certificate.
Okay.
For my O level, my grades there it's very good, but for my advanced level certificate, I have but like C there. So I don't know if it's possible for these community colleges to admit me into these universities. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
what.
very possible. So, to be honest with you, the community colleges are the easiest to get admission into. So, I made
Yeah.
a video about community colleges that do not even require application fee on the YouTube. So you can check them out. I mentioned a lot of names, so you can check these community colleges out, and they are easy to get admission into. And so also they have a low cost of attendance, right? So normally, you will get some little scholarship, and then you still have your tuition to be very low. So yes, at least for you to find out, you can email them with your documents first, and then you ask them whether you can apply. And of course, select a program you're interested in. The applications are very simple. Sometimes you just have to print out the form, not even fill it online. Print out the form, complete it, email your that completed form and then your
Okay.
transcript certificate and other documents to them, and you're good to go. So yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay, so I have another questions like it's like about the proof of fund.
Okay.
Like if you don't, yeah. So I don't know how is that possible. Like if you don't have a very strong, like someone that can really sponsor you, or you are sponsoring like yourself. Let's say you are the one sponsoring yourself.
Right. So normally the community colleges, like I said, they have very low
Mm.
cost of attendance. So um,
Okay.
you have to find out from them, and they would dictate, like the school would dictate the kind of financial statements that they require. So some will take a company bank statement, relative bank statement, your personal statement. So they have specific instructions on what proof of funds that they require for the admission.
Okay.
And so I need you to check that video out. List the schools I
Okay.
mentioned in there, because they are easy and free to apply, and then you can proceed. All right, let's talk to Aka. Gabriel, how you doing, sir?
Please, good evening. I'm doing very well.
Yeah, please talk to
And
me.
please, I wanted to ask if I can have a list of schools with application fee waivers. And
Yeah.
then I wanted to know if you went for visa and were rejected,
Mhm.
that program you wanted to offer, let's say I wanted to offer electrical engineering, but this time around I have applied and I'm going for civil engineering.
Mhm.
What's my chance of passing the interview?
So let's start with application fee waiver. So normally, instead of giving you fish, I normally teach people how to fish. So first of all, I have a video on the YouTube channel giving ways and strategies you can get an application fee waiver to apply to any school. So there are ways you can go about it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a generic waiver. Mostly I do that. I post most of them on Facebook or X, but there is a way you can go about it. Even if the university is not waiving for everyone, you can use any of those strategies to be able to get application fee waiver code. So check out that video on the YouTube channel. But if you follow me on Facebook and YouTube, on X as well, whenever a university is waiving application fee and I have that information, I put it out there. So there are a lot of ways. Like you can attend a webinar, you can ask, you can just email them that you want an application fee waiver, and you give a reason for that. Sometimes maybe you don't have the credit card, PayPal, or MasterCard to pay, and they'll be willing to waive it for you. Let's talk about your visa interview. It's good that you've tried something out, bro. And like I said, that is life. Sometimes people get it on the second attempt, third attempt, or even fourth attempt. So you just have to make sure that you are paying attention to what actually transpired during your first interview, and then you look out for what you can improve on the second one, right? And I have several videos with former visa officers on the channel as well. I think the highest views is like 1.2 million views, where I interacted with those visa officers and they explained some of the instances where people have to go on the second attempt and what they can do to improve their lots of getting approved. Thank you for joining. Let's talk to the first lady on the live today. Hi Esther, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. Please, how are you doing too?
I'm good. I like. Is it bonnet or what? What is
Yes,
it?
it's bonnet.
Oh, okay.
Bonnet.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
Okay, I completed SHS last 2 years, which is 2023. I did home economics. So I wanted to ask if I can use it to apply um nursing,
Yes.
associate nursing
Yeah.
in US and got maybe a scholarship.
Yeah. So I know in home economics you do like management and living biology and
Biology, food
yeah,
and nutrition, and
yeah.
general knowledge in arts.
Right. Yes, sure. So you can. The most important thing is to be able to gather the required documents, right? So you should.
Okay, I have my transcript. I have letter of a proficiency letter from my school,
Right.
and I have the online resource. The
Okay.
certificate is not in.
No problem. So you need those documents you mentioned, and you also need an English proficiency letter, and you should also get a testimonial or a reference letter from your school as well. And so I have a series that I call the effective series. On any of the episodes, I just pick a school and then I show how you can apply and their waiving application fee and the scholarship they offer. Right. So you can
Okay.
apply to an associate degree in nursing, of course, community colleges, and then you can also apply to a bachelor's degree in nursing. Now, the good thing is that my team has been helping people for free to apply for bachelor's degree. We just need to schedule a meeting. We would explain the entire process to you, and then my team will handle your applications for free. So you can check out any of the videos that I've made so far. Then you can easily apply on your own, or better still, if you want to schedule a meeting, my team will be happy to assist you. But the most important thing is that, yes, you qualify. Please get your document and then we get going. You have a second question?
Except the reference. No, I said I have all the documents except the reference letter.
No problem. We are not in a rush. For the fall semester 2025, a lot of universities are still admitting students. So you just have to take your time. It might take a while to get these documents. And of course, you should have a passport as well. And then get these documents together. And then we'll be able to take it from there. All right, let's take it to let's see. So if you're just tuning in today, as we are still on the Study Abroad podcast, this is the biggest Study Abroad content platform. This is the Fred Effect. If you are new, please tell somebody to tell somebody that if you want to study abroad, then it is the best platform to subscribe to. We are live on X. Shout out to the people watching us on X. We are live on Facebook. We are live on TikTok as well, also on Instagram. Just search the Fred Effect. To get in touch with me, it's easy. Just go to Instagram, search for the Fred Effect. The account is verified. We are close to like 18,000 followers on Instagram, so it's a huge family. Just send me a message, a direct message on Instagram. That's the only place to reach out, on Instagram. And then we can also schedule a one-on-one meeting if that is what you prefer. So let's see. In order to be approved, please, you need to put on your video. So Edward and then Kofi, please put on your video. Hi, Kofi, can you hear me? It would be great to put on your video because we are live. If that would work for you. Awesome. Talk to me. Let me know where are you watching me from?
From Ghana. We've been speaking a couple of times now. Can you hear me?
Oh man, I'm finding it difficult hearing you. So where are you watching me from, sir?
I'm speaking to you from Ghana.
Oh, that's kindly fix your sound, then my people can hear you. Let's talk to Edward now. Let's see if Edward is ready. Hi, Edward. Edward, can you hear me? You have to put your video on, else we wouldn't be able to talk. Okay. Elijah.
Yeah. Good evening.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. I'm fine. Hope you're fine too.
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Talk to me, sir.
Yeah, this is Elijah. I'm talking from Ghana, Koforidia in the Eastern region.
Okay.
Yeah, I did apply to schools in the US, I think 6 schools, for the higher education student affair program.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, and then in fact, 2 of my schools have come and it was a bombshell. It was a denial.
Which is
So
absolutely fine. It's part of life, bro.
I'm really down.
No. Here's the thing. There's always a positivity in something. I want you to listen to me.
Okay,
You received an email from them, right?
yeah.
I need you to respond to that email and let them know that you appreciate the opportunity for them to review your application, right? And then
Okay.
also tell them that even though you are disappointed, they should let you know the things you did wrong that led to the admission denial. Listen, they may not respond to it, but guess what? You may be lucky for any of the 2 that has denied you to respond to your feedback, and tell them that you are okay if they should put you on a waiting list, just in case any of the students they have admitted reject the admission. So you see,
Okay.
like yourself, if you had gotten admission into these two universities, you may end up only attending one, right?
Okay.
Good. So you would reject the other one. Meanwhile,
Okay.
somebody was denied for the other school you are rejecting. So
Okay.
there is zero. A lot of people, when they get the denial like you did, they just leave it. They don't respond to them. They are angry with the school. They are angry with themselves. No, just respond to them. They may not reply to you, which is absolutely fine, but give it a shot. Just respond to them and then let them know that you are okay if they should put you on a waiting list. And if they will give you a feedback on what you can do to improve your chances the next time. And then put you on a waiting list just in case somebody should deny the admission. They should you're readily available. So I wish I could review this email for you before you send it. Just hit me up on Instagram and send me the message you type. I'll go through. If there's a need to edit it, I'll refine it for you. Don't be down. The next thing is that as I speak with you now, a lot of schools will end their applications on February 2nd or maybe February 15th. Some even in April. There are a lot of schools still admitting as I speak with you. Some even have what we call rolling admission. What it means is that they admit all year round. So whenever you are ready, you can put in the application. And from the two applications you've made or the denials you've had, you've learned, at least you've written some SOP. So it should be able to help you going forward. You get it? So, bro, it's part of life. Imagine if everything we wanted in life, we would have gotten it. Life wouldn't be life. You get it? So it's part of
Sure.
You have a second question?
Yeah. So now I'm left with 4 other schools to go.
Okay. Oh,
what should I do?
You did put in applications. Yeah. So if you didn't talk to any of them without before putting in the application, you can quickly email them that, hey, my name is Elijah. I applied to this program, and then you can ask them when you should expect to hear from them, or better still, if you didn't ask about funding, do you have to put in a different application for funding, or will there be an interview? But remember, try and read on the university's website. Most of the information, sometimes we ask them, it's already there. So it makes it sound as if like we don't want to read or we don't like reading. You get it? So before you send any email, try and read on there, especially frequently asked questions on the department's website to find out how things go in terms of when do they give admission, when is the deadline. So for example, if the school's deadline is February 15th, and then you ask them when you should expect admission from them now, it's not fair because they have said that they are accepting applications until February. You get it? So we are still early in the year, bro. It's not a problem. It's absolutely fine,
Mr. Fred, no, the fact of the issue is that I wanted to I want to keep my application still going,
right?
In the education programs. So
what did you study?
I study economics education.
Okay, so it means that you have a wider range, right? You can look at education field where you're applying to, which is the student affairs, higher education administration. There are a lot of with your diverse background, which is economics and education, you can either move to the economics background or the education background. The focus should be on which one is going to give you the admission and the scholarship. So you have a wider range, and I'm glad to hear that you put in like 6 different applications so far, which is not easy, right? But I would encourage you that the denial is only part of life, and everybody gets it. Sometimes you only see people taking pictures in the snow. You don't see what they went through before they got there, right? So all right, I'll talk to you some other time, bro. Let's talk to Edward. Edward, your microphone is muted. Please.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Fred.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you doing, sir?
How about you?
I'm okay. Talk to me.
So actually, I've not submitted any application yet.
Which is absolutely fine.
I've been scouting some of the universities in the US for some time now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of going through the some of the professors, their articles and published publications, so that I would try and find a link or a connection so that I can draft a proposal, yes, to them to consider whether maybe they are going to have any funding for my research or whatever. Yes.
What
So
background do you have, bro?
I have a BSc in agriculture, agribusiness major
Awesome. Which university is it?
of Ghana.
Yeah, sure. So are you looking at applying to the fall semester, or you're considering next year?
For these two schools that I'm researching on their websites, Colorado and Mississippi State University.
Yeah.
This offer admission all year round.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
So I'm with a proposal to get one, then I'll just tender in the application. But I just reach out to them before I submit an application.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. I appreciate you for passing by. Of course, if you need help, just don't forget to reach out to me on Instagram. All right, let's talk to Usman. Usman, salam alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Good day, Mr.
Usman,
Fred.
pull your camera down a little bit, because we only see your head and then there's a large space. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay, so I have some question, 2 to 3 questions, but let me start with this. So I got admission into
Which country are you talking to me from?
Actually, I'm from Nigeria, but right now I stay in Turkey.
Oh, okay. So you're a student in Turkey?
Yeah, I'm a student, but I want to Japa, if you know that word. I want
to. So, no, can you still pull your camera a little bit? I want us to be on the same side. Thank you. That works.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Moving from Nigeria to Turkey is no Japa.
Yeah, it's Japa, but I need another Japa.
Turkey is no Japa already.
It's Japa, but
there are levels in Japa.
Yeah.
Talk to me, my brother.
Okay, so my question is that I got admission in San Francisco Bay University,
Okay.
and they gave me scholarship about almost 60%. They said I will be paying 1,900 per semester. So, but the scholarship doesn't cater to my apartment and my book and my rent. So when I check the rent there in the San Francisco Bay Area, rent there is so expensive.
That's true.
So, and I talked to the admission officer whether is there any community in my Nigerian community. He said he doesn't know, but he will actually find it if you know it. So my question is that, so will you advise me to go and stay at that time in that place specifically, because the tuition fee is not expensive, but the rent there is even more than the tuition fee.
Yeah, that's true.
So
is it for bachelor's degree or for master's degree?
Yeah, it's for bachelor's degree.
Okay. So what you have to understand is that when it comes to bachelor's degree, for the school to take care of everything, you may need to have a good SAT scores or the ACT scores. Did you sit for any of that?
No, because in Turkey, they don't speak English, so
that's
it's not relevant.
So normally, if you're able to secure some accommodation, and what you can do is that you might be asking the right question, but to the wrong person. The department head may not be the right person to talk to about when you want to find a Nigerian community. You can talk to the international office. Those are the people responsible for helping you to secure your I-20 and all that. Ask them if there is an African Students Union in the school, and almost every school has it, right? Or
It's with the admission officer. I talked to him. He said that yes, there is, but he doesn't know. So I just keep him aside. I said, let me use your opportunity and ask and get more knowledge about, I don't want to go on so far.
You visit the university's website and you'll be able to find the organizations or student organizations in the school. And then you can find the African Student Union. Then if you get in touch with the president, mostly it's likely that the president might be in Nigeria, right? So if you're able to get in touch with either the secretary or the president, then you can email them and have a conversation with them about the possibility of maybe when you're an undergraduate student, what happens is that you are supposed to stay on campus for the first 2 years, right? But sometimes even the food and then the living there, we may not be happy with it as Africans, the kind of food that they
Yeah.
would give us. Yeah. So if you're able to get accommodation, maybe a roommate or something, then you can use that document to waive off the living expenses requirement, which means that it will now be left with the tuition, which you said is lower, and then you don't have to necessarily have a huge financial statement before you go for the interview. All right, let's talk to another person. Mr. Akumia, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. What of you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please talk to me.
Okay,
Oh man, sorry, Mr. Akumia. Oh, okay. Let's talk to Kofi. Hi, Kofi. Mr. Akumia, I'm sorry I took you off. If you could request again.
Hi,
Okay.
Fred. Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's manage this one.
Is it better now?
Yeah, this is better.
Okay. So I don't know if you quite remember my name. We've been speaking since 2021. I started with this journey since 2021. I completed Accra Technical University with an HND in accounting.
I don't know.
So
For some reason, I'm really finding it difficult to hear you, bro.
is it better now?
Are you using a headset or
I'm using an AirPod.
I don't know if you take it
Because
off. That will help.
Okay, let me take it off and see.
Okay. Hi, how you doing, Thomas? Thomas, your microphone is muted. You have to unmute it. You need to unmute your microphone. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
Where are you talking to me from?
I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
Accra. Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
I've been following for some time now, and
Okay. I'm finding it difficult to hear you. I don't know if it's because of the headset. Hi, Sadiq.
Hi, Mr. Fred.
Yeah, your sound is better. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Please go
Good
ahead.
evening.
What questions do you have for me?
Please, I've been following and monitoring your everything on both YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, and last year May, I applied to University of New Haven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Connecticut, and I was given admission. And my deficit was 45,000, and I
Right.
got a scholarship of $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I did try and pay for my visa fees and book an appointment, but they gave me the appointment this year, 24th of June this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was not able to go, but I did schedule an emergency, but they denied.
Right.
So right now, after that, I applied to University of Maine, Missouri University of Science and Tech, and I got admission to all those schools. They gave me chemical engineering.
Right.
Yeah, so with University of Maine, I had about $30,000 scholarship again, and Missouri University of Science and Tech, I had 15,000.
So these are all for bachelor's degree, correct?
Yeah, bachelor's degree. But currently, I don't know. I'm still comparing. I don't know which one to take for my visa interview. Yeah.
Right. That would depend on which one you think you can confidently defend or explain, right? The program is the same. You can look at the school rankings and maybe the funding and compare to the deficits you have. So it depends on which one you can craft a very good story for. And do you have the I-20s for all of them?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we do have a mock interview platform. I think it will be very helpful for you. We've been doing the mock session for like more than 5 years now. So if you send me an Instagram message, I'll send you a link. And probably you may meet people going to the same schools or other schools, and you'll be able to listen to their experience. And that will be helpful in terms of selecting which one that you can easily get your visa approved with. But I think you've done a great job. Congrats on the admissions as well. Let's talk to. All right, Kingdom, there's a bit of noise at your background. Mr. Akumia, sorry, I mistakenly took you off. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. As I was saying, my son completed WASSCE 2024. Now, is there any way he can pursue his undergrad in the US. He had 4 A's, 4 2B, and 1 B3.
Wow,
He's
that's
a
brilliant. Yeah, so there are
science
a lot of
background.
universities. There are a lot of universities you can apply to. So what happens is that in terms of the admission, it's super easy, especially with his background. Just get the other required documents. So obviously you wouldn't be able to get a certificate, but you should be able to get the results from the WIAC website, and also purchase another visa, resource checker card for the school to be able to verify his results. His school should be able to give him a transcript, and he should get a passport, obviously, and English proficiency letter from the school. So apart from the passport, all the documents I'm mentioning should come from the school, right? And then a testimonial, or what we call the recommendation letter. If you get 2 of them, that would be perfect. So with these documents alone, he should be able to get an admission and a partial scholarship. However, if you want the school to pay for everything, he should have a good SAT score or ACT score, which is a different test altogether, to attach to it. Some universities may not require it, but for the purposes of getting the school to take care of everything, then, I think Mr. Akumia had a call coming through. So let's talk to another person. Miss Adelaide. Miss Adelaide, I have a younger sister called Adelaide. Her name is Adelaide Ajubi Japan.
Okay, nice to hear that.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm okay. Talk to me.
Okay, I just want to know if you assist students to get admission in Europe, Belgium specific.
Yeah, what happens is that we assist with every country, but normally we want to focus on a country where things are very convenient for international students, right? So Belgium works, but the requirement sometimes is a bit discouraging for a lot of students. So normally maybe they'll require a block account. You need to get somebody there to do the block account. So most people don't have it. It makes the process a bit complicated, but yeah, a lot of Ghanaian students are even schooling in Belgium, so it's possible.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll contact you later.
All right. So let's see. Kingdom Man, how you doing?
Mr. Fred, I'm doing good. Thank you.
You speak like a pastor. Are you a pastor?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. You sound like a pastor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any prophecy for me today?
Oh no. Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Thank you. I'm currently in Canada pursuing my bachelor's degree.
Right.
But I'm from Ghana. I have diploma in basic education. I want to know if I can apply for master's program in US with my diploma.
Is it a 3-year diploma or a 2-year diploma?
It's a 3-year diploma.
Okay, so with a 3-year diploma, yes, you can. So some universities would accept it directly, like Bowling Green State University, and other universities will require that you go through what we call the transcript evaluation. Most people have 4-year or 8 semesters of transcript for their bachelor's, right? But you applying with 6 semesters or 3 years of transcript. So if you go through the transcript evaluation, it makes it easier for you as well. So yeah, the most important thing is getting the other required document. And you first of all have to talk to the admissions director if they will consider your 6 semester transcript. You need to find out, and you have to know that you will be competing with people with 4 years or 8 semesters. It means that you need to put in a lot of work into your application. But the question is it possible? Yes, it's possible.
Okay, thank you. I'll reach out to you in person, and then we take it from there.
Yeah, and pray for me too. I like your voice.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Mohammed, salam alaikum. Your microphone is muted.
Yes, alaykum salam.
Yeah, where are you talking to me from?
Fred. Yeah, this is Mohammed. I'm talking from India.
Okay, so the man who took me to university for free, his name is Alhaji Muhammad Al Hassan. So you're like my father now.
Okay, that's very good.
Talk to me.
Yeah, my question is, in India here, they don't allow us to work and then some things. And then I've been here for almost 3 years.
As a
But the
student,
problem I've seen is,
you've
I
been
said I've been
in
here
as a
I've
student.
been
You've
here for
been
3 years.
as a student.
Hello, can you hear me?
Did you say as a?
Yes, please, yes, please. Yeah, as a student.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I came here as a lateral entry doing bachelor's of pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
I previously had HND in Ghana, so I came here on a full scholarship to do bachelor's.
Oh, I see.
Which I started in the second year. Yeah, I'm now in my final year, which I'll be graduating in May. I have applied to many schools in US, but what I've realized is, for many schools in US for masters, they don't give full funding. But for recently,
I came with
yeah,
full funding.
no, I mean for pharmacy students, because I've searched almost over 20 to 30 schools.
So here is
I
the
don't know
thing.
if they,
You need to think about how to get in. Pharmacy is a specialization, right? So normally they have different funds, but it could be for only depending on the state and then depending on the country, it could be for only domestic student. So with your background, you don't necessarily have to limit yourself to pharmacy. You're in the health field. So there are a lot of other related fields that you can target. And before you talk to that and before you apply, you have to make sure that you're asking the director of the program whether that specific program has, funding for international students. You get it? So you don't necessarily have to see on their website that, okay, we are awarding scholarship. No, you may have to email them. If they do have it, they will let you know. Sometimes a certain certification or an interview or a different application may be required for the scholarship. So don't limit yourself to only one program. That's the key. Before you apply to any school, make sure. So you can search other related programs to the program that you to pharmacy, and there are lots of them. So if somebody, for example, has maybe a background in nursing, they can look at gerontology, they can look at public health, they can look at nursing itself. There is midwifery.
Yeah.
There are other related programs, and not necessarily that, okay, because I'm in nursing, I necessarily have to apply to maybe a master's in nursing. So if you search for other related programs, it might help with the applications.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, nice talking to you, my brother. All right. Did you say you are on a scholar? You went you had an HND, went to India on a scholarship?
Yes.
What kind of scholarship is it? Maybe somebody listening might be interested.
Study in India scholarship. They call it SII.
So you applied through the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat?
No, you apply through their website directly. You write an online proctored exam. Yeah.
So what background did you have in Ghana in terms of your HND before applying?
In Ghana, I did HND in dispensing technology. It's the same in line with pharmacy technician. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And after that, you use the 3-year HND to apply for the bachelor's in India. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, and now, when you graduate from that, you want to move to the US. That's an international man like that, too. I see. Okay. All right. Nice talking to you, my brother. All right. So that's my brother studying in India. You can also request. I would love to approve your request, and then we can have a conversation. Today, we were supposed to have an admissions officer from Fort Hays State University. Unfortunately, there has been some hitches, so he wasn't able to make it. Hopefully, next week we'll be able to pull that up. But remember that this is the biggest study abroad content platform, and we meet every weekend to let you know how you can also go about the study abroad process. So from time to time, I come to you may have questions, so about the process. Sometimes you are stuck somewhere. Just a little information from somebody who is experienced in the process, like the Fred effect, could make things easier for you. So I'm here to respond to your questions. Chief is asking, Fred, is the admission portal still open for the various schools in the US? Yes, there are a lot of universities that are still admitting. The first university I came to, mostly the deadline is February 15th. Please, I have gotten admission to a school in the US, but I don't know where to start. Please help me get a scholar. So what happens is that when a school sends you an admission, in the letter contains the next step you have to follow to secure your I-20 to start your visa process and all that. Take your time and read it. And then on the website of the university, they have like an admitted student website where you can follow to understand all that you're supposed to do after you gain the admission. But congrats on the admission, Gifty. Let's see if there are more questions. Doku is saying, I got admission to Robert Morris University in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I was recently in Pennsylvania. Can you please help me get a scholarship? Robert, is this for master's or for undergrad? I'll be happy to hear from you. All right. Let's see who we can get on this time around. Kofi, it's quite unfortunate that your sound, let's see how it goes this time.
Is it better now?
Okay, this is far better.
So as I was saying, I've been following you on this channel since 2021. I have an HND in accounting from Accra Technical University.
Okay.
2021. And I've been having these challenges when I try to get into my application processes.
Mm-hmm.
I send them my transcript, my passport, a copy of my passport, my transcript. But sometimes they do ask for proficiency, English proficiency, and I know that schools in the US know that when you school in Ghana, you have been taught in English.
No, they don't know that. They don't know that.
Okay.
Just like you saying that maybe you tell them I graduated from Accra Technical University, so they should know that I have a certificate. No, you need to have the transcript to prove that indeed you schooled in that school. So you need to have an English proficiency letter, a separate document that says that you are from Ghana, you did all your courses in English, so you can speak and write English proficiently. You don't expect them to know. No, they don't.
Okay, so that letter I should get from my school.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. So
is it going to be from my my HOD or from my application?
I have no idea, since I have I don't know your school very well. I have no idea which office you're supposed to get it from. But obviously, in UCC, when you apply for your transfer, University of Cape Coast, there is an office that you can apply for your English proficiency letter as well. So it's a one-page document saying that you did all your courses in English, so you can speak and write English proficiently. And most importantly, you're also from Ghana.
So the second question is, I know this thing it takes a lot of time, and with me, I'm trying to balance my time in working, and most of the times I'm only able to sit behind my laptop to apply during the night, let's say from 12, 1 a.m. around that time. So I decided that I wanted you and your team to help me out. So I talked to you through Instagram. I sent you my documents. But since then,
so what happens is that if you send me documents on Instagram, we wouldn't just be able to take your documents on Instagram and apply. We have a link that, normally we operate based on the fact that not everybody is really serious about this thing, right? There are instances that we've assisted people to work on applications and then they didn't take it serious. So to show the level of seriousness, we have a link that you are supposed to schedule a one-on-one meeting, and we share that link on all the social media platforms that we operate. So I'm going to share that on the screen right now. So if you use that link, we will schedule a one-on-one conversation. Now we assess the qualifications you have. Should we go in for a master's degree? Should we go in for a bachelor's degree? Then we let you understand the pathways if you should take any of them, right? And what it would take you to be successful with the process. Now, we also listen to all your concerns and all that, and then we help you on the right path. So just sending me the document on Instagram that please apply for me, it doesn't work like that. Like you were talking about, you're saying that you are balancing work, and then you work on the applications, and then guess what? I'm a PhD student. I'm a full-time worker, and I have 5 social media platforms. YouTube alone has almost 200,000 subscribers. My Instagram alone. So this one person, and I'm in abroad, I have to remit money home. So you can imagine. So if you are busy and you said you are sending me your document, and here I am the only person operating this life, setting up all my things, being on social media at this time, trying to respond to people's questions, bro. So I'm super busier than you are. But if you want to get this thing done, I was national service person in Bole Bamboy whilst I was working on my applications, right? You can't do one thing at the same time. That's why I am a PhD student, but I have things that I'm doing on the side, stuff like that. So if you want to get this thing done, just apportion time for it, be serious about it, be determined about it, and it can be done. I don't think there's anybody who has time to sit down and say that I'm not doing anything, I'm only working on applications. Everybody is doing something on their side. So some people they have a father duty, they are also working, they have a wife, a husband duty, they have a family head duty, and still working on study abroad. You get it? So bro, it's possible. All right, let's talk to Mr. Akumia. Mr. Akumia, you had a call coming through.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah,
As
no
I was
problem.
saying, I'll get in touch with you so that you handle the whole thing. I want to
Yes.
know, is it too late for fall application this year?
No, it's not. It's not. Fall is going to start somewhere in August 2025. So a lot of students are still putting in applications. Most universities are still accepting applications. And then, in terms of undergrad, it's easy because sometimes they even have rolling admissions. Granted, some universities have already closed their applications, but there are still schools that are admitting.
All right. So does it have to take SAT or?
It depends on you. Like I explained, the SAT, if you take it, you need to have good scores because universities mostly will give you like the type of scholarship they will give you based on your SAT scores, right? Let me see if I can pull this real quick. I'm trying to see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can show you something on my screen. So if you want him to take the the SAT, it will help in terms of the scholarship. If you don't want him to take it, universities would admit him and still give him maybe a partial scholarship. In that case, he needs a financial sponsor or a sponsor to be able to go through the I-20 as well as the visa processes. So that would all depend on you. You can find out from any of the organizations that assist students to write the IELTS, the TOEFL, and the SAT, and you find out, okay, how much is it going to cost? When can he sit for it? When will the results come? If you listen to all this and you ask your ward, and then he is prepared and willing to sit for it, then you go in for it. If you don't want to sit for it, it doesn't mean that without it you cannot put in an application or you can't get admission. You can, with or without it. I appreciate you for joining, sir. All right, let's see. So I am also Frederick. How come we have the same name?
It's a coincidence, I guess.
Nice to meet you, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Thank you for asking. I'm okay. It's just cold. It's snowing at the background here.
It will be.
Yeah. Please talk to me.
Okay. I have a question. I am 38 years.
Okay.
And I graduated 14 years ago with chemical engineering.
Nice.
I'm wondering if it's possible to secure a master's program with funding, considering my age and the study gap.
No, I mean the study gap is being occupied by, on your CV by your work experience, right?
Yes.
So I would even suggest that you also target a direct PhD. With the STEM field, it's easy to get into a direct PhD. So the most important thing is being able to put your documents together. Your CV transcript, very important. Talk to the HOD of the department or the director of the program that this is my age. I've worked for this number of years. I have this qualification. I graduated this year. So can I go ahead and apply? I am yet to see a certain application that has an age limit on it. No, there's not.
Okay.
Yeah, in my class, there are people older than you. I tell you. So yeah, it's highly possible. You just have to talk to the department head first and then see if you can go ahead and apply. All right. A second question.
I will sign up for your one-on-one thing so that we talk more.
I'll be happy to talk to you. Obviously, it's not everything we can talk on social media. So
yeah.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, you're welcome. Today we're supposed to talk to an admissions officer. That's what was posted on the flyer, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. I don't know what happened, but that's the information I had. So next week, hopefully, we'll be able to get him on. Of course, if you have questions, you can pile them down. The name of the school is Fort Hays State University. Remember that we've already spoken to admission officers from various universities, and this is the only platform we've been able to pull that up. Carolina University, shout out to my brother. He's the admissions officer over there, and then he came through and he was able to explain to us how to apply to Carolina University in Winston-Salem, in Carolina. And then we were able to also have another admissions officer. Remember that all the sessions we've had are already on the live section on the Fred Effect YouTube platform. So if you go there, all the Study Abroad podcasts we've made so far, the number of people. Last week I spoke with my sister at the University of Maryland University, University of Maryland at College Park. She's studying a PhD in French. She had a master's in University of Nebraska at Lincoln. I visited Nebraska at Lincoln. It's a great university. And so she explained to us how she graduated from K University, from Tamale, and was able to go through to study French on a full scholarship, and now studying a PhD on a full scholarship as well. So on the Study Abroad podcast, it's very helpful, and I focus on positivity. There is a lot of ways. As I speak with you now, if you check my background, there's a snow over there. It's snowing. It's cold, yeah, but it's beautiful as well. So I focus on the positive side of life. So if you tell me that it's cold, it's snowing, stuff like that, I'll tell you how beautiful it is to take pictures in the snow as well. So there's always a positivity in everything you want to do. I want you to be positive. Don't let somebody tell you that they have been able to do it, but you cannot do it. Don't let somebody say that I got denied at a visa interview, so you're also going to get denied. The same embassy that people are criticizing are the same embassy most of us came through, right? So it's highly possible you can do it. We studying abroad. Listen, my brother, we are not better than you. All the way from Bole Bamboy, I was able to apply and be able to make it here. So if you are living in Kumasi, you're living in Lagos, Accra, you are closer to the embassy, you are closer to the airport than I was when I was a national service personnel in Bole Bamboy. So yeah, I focus on the positive side of life. I'm not here to discourage you. This platform is only about positivity and encouragement to let you know that this is how we were able to do it, and you can also do it. Tell somebody that if they have not subscribed to the Fred Effects platform, they are missing out on a lot of things. Let's take a quick break, and then I'll bounce back. Let me increase my heater, and then I'll bounce back because I'm feeling cold now. All right, let's continue. So you can put in the request and then let's have a conversation. So I have how you doing, sir? Emmanuel.
I'm doing good. How about you?
When we say sir, Obi Munyama, do you understand?
Yes, I
Am I the
understand.
only person to tell you this?
No.
Like you have Animunyam. What's the English name for Animunyam?
Glory.
Glory.
If I'm right. Yes.
But I don't think. No, I want to like charisma. That's what I want to say.
Oh.
Anyway,
okay,
talk
for
to
that
me.
one, I don't know the true name for that. So
You don't.
Thank you very much.
If you know the G name for charisma, type it in the comments for us. Like immediately I saw you like who Animunyam. When you like you have this charisma kind of. I don't think it's glory I want to use. That's like it's not the right. Anyway, don't mind me. Go ahead.
Right. So good evening to you.
Yeah.
Yes, I think yesterday I sent you a message on Instagram, and I know you are very busy, so I will once in a while check if you have seen it or not. So I was in UCC, and the course I was doing, I didn't like it, so I got a scholarship, just like Mohammed was saying. So I came with a study in India scholarship to India to
Right.
do my bachelor's in computer technology. So I am done and I'm doing my master's. Currently, I'm in my final semester doing master's in computer application.
Okay.
So just yesterday and today, I received offer letters from two universities. And
Awesome.
the first university is Abela University. And the tuition fee is quite low compared to other universities,
Right.
and which is, I think it is 10,800 for the whole academic year.
Oh, okay.
And there was a scholarship of 2,500, which is very low, but the tuition is okay. So I spoke to some friends in US, and they told me that the advice they gave me that is to pay for the deposit, submit my bank statement, and then when I come here, I'll find a way to pay because I want to do everything myself. I don't want to involve my parents again. So I want to know your advice about this because the tuition is low, and I don't know if if I come there part time job, maybe GA can help me to pay for this tuition fees and the other fees. And also, my second question
Let's
is
respond
about
to the first one. Which state is it? Is the university, and is it for masters or a PhD?
it's for masters. Actually, I applied for PhD in other schools also, but I'm still waiting for the admissions.
Okay. So
So
it will be
currently,
great.
I have
It would be great to accept the offer. Of course, if you have a financial statement, you can send it to them, and then you wait on the other offers to compare and contrast which one you should use for the visa interview. But obviously, I made a video explaining how you can get a scholarship when you have an admission with no scholarship. I wish that you check that video out. And there are a lot of opportunities that you can only access when you get into the country. So some assistantship, they will require that you get a social security, stuff like that. So there is always an opportunity once you're able to settle in. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have to understand that, international students the law are not required to work off campus, right? But on campus, mostly they are jobs. And you being a graduate student, if you get in there will be a lot of graduate assistantship opportunity for you when you get in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So my second question is about the visa processing.
Mhm.
So last year, three of my friends who were also in India, after graduating, they tried to do. Ghana is very hard to get an appointment date, and
It's
India has.
it's not hard. It's not
Okay,
hard.
so some of my friends tried to do it here before going back to do their visas here, and three of them got rejected.
Okay.
And so I was thinking, maybe I want to try it here before I get to Ghana because I'm going to graduate somewhere in June. And so I don't know maybe if I was also going to get rejected, or should I go back to Ghana? Because someone told me that when you go back to your country, that's when they will know that you love your country, and so they will give you the visa pass. So I'm confused. So I don't know what to do now.
A lot of circumstances, a lot of things come into play when it comes to the visa approval, right? So yours is to be able to put in the preparation and not necessarily the embassy, except maybe the visa officer told somebody that you need to go to your home country for the visa interview. There are instances like that. But apart from that, you should be able to understand that wherever you choose to attend your visa interview, the interview is obviously about questions. So whatever be the case, there will be questions going to be asked. The fact that they're asking you a question does not mean that you're going to be denied. Your ability to respond to those questions very well is very important. Apart from that, you and I have no idea what information your friends put in their DS-160, which is a very bulky document. It's about 13 pages. So the information you put in there is very important, and it plays a major role in terms of, how the visa officer sees your profile. So for example, if you are going for the interview in India, then obviously the reason why you are in India will come into play. Why are you here? On what category of visa are you? And then why are you in another country? And will be able to prove home ties to your home country. You get a point? Good. If you go to Ghana for the interview, you have a travel exposure. You've traveled outside the country before. Okay. Why are you now back to Ghana for the interview? Was it not possible you could have attended your interview there? So whatever your circumstance is, there's always going to be questions around that. So where you intend to go for your interview, seek for help. Let people go through your DS-160 for you. I have a partnership with Argo Visa, former visa officers. I am in India. I'm from Ghana. I have a specific WhatsApp group for our brothers and sisters from Ghana or Africa who are in different countries. And everybody has a different story altogether. Are there people from Ghana in India who got their visas approved in India? It's true. Are there people who went back home and still got their visa? There was a friend I had in China. Shout out to him. He got denied twice in China and went back to Ghana. That's where he got a visa approved, because the second visa officer specifically told him that you need to go to your home country for the visa interview. So it would depend on your circumstance. If you think that you can afford a trip back to Ghana just for a visa interview when you could have done it in India, I mean, it's totally up to you. But seek for help to prepare for the visa interview. Whatever circumstance you are in, going back to Ghana or in India, there will be questions around that. Make sure that you have a good answer for these questions. So they asking questions does not lead to denial. Your inability to respond positively or respond very well may lead to that. You get it?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let's see. Hi, how you doing, Mr. J? Your microphone is muted. You have to unmute it. Oh, please.
Hi, I'm doing great. And you?
I'm okay. I like the way you are relaxed. Where are you talking to me from?
Yes. Actually, I'm in my own house, so I have to relax. Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, I've applied for. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Very, very well.
Okay. Yes, I started following you about a month ago. So, your words of encouragement, I took it and I said, let me try. I applied for a course in a university. I think, what is the name of that? Grand Canyon University.
Okay.
So,
in Arizona?
Yes.
In Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah, I have visited the place.
Yes, Arizona.
Yeah.
So about a month ago, or no, about 2 weeks ago, they replied me, and also the international advisor called me. She has called me twice to talk about the process. So now what they are saying is that I should provide them with my financial statements and some other personal documents before they can proceed on the application. So I just want to know whether that is how it works, or
Yeah, Grand Canyon, shout outs to them. It's a good university. I visited there in Arizona, and it's a private institution. Every university
Yes.
has a process that they go through, right? So
Yes.
depending on what your financial circumstances are, if you think you'll be able to get a financial statement to give to them, then yes. Some universities, that's how they do it, but mostly all the 2 universities I have attended, I mean all the 4 universities I've attended, it's when the admission is in, that's when they ask for a financial statement. But some people would ask for it. A typical example: Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Even though they will give you a full scholarship, the bank statement is part of the application, just like you uploading your transcript. It is after the admission that they will let you know how much scholarship they've given you and all that. But some universities, their process work like that. So if you don't have it, it means that you may want to target other universities that would give you the admission even before we talk about bank statement or financial document.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
very much.
Awesome. Thank you for joining, Mr. Ajay Noah. Mr. Ajay Noah said, I'm in my own house, so I'm relaxing. I like that. Okay. Domingos. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Your microphone is muted, sir.
Oh, sorry. I've been waiting, so I took opportunity to take a cup of tea. But let us talk, no problem.
Yeah, can you pull your camera down a little bit so that we be on the same height? You are taller than me, but now I'm taller than you. All right. What's your question for me, sir?
Yes, Mr. Fred, I've been following you since last year, and
Which country are you joining me from?
Angola.
Angola. Okay. Oh, so I have people in
Yes,
Angola
sir.
subscribe to my channel.
I'm following you. I'm following you since last year, sir.
Awesome. Shout out to the people in Angola. What's the capital of Angola?
Luanda.
Luanda. Oh, okay. Okay.
Luanda.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Fred, I've been following you, and I tried. I applied for, unfortunately, a private university, and I got the admission.
Can you repeat the name again? I missed that.
The name of the university?
Yeah, I missed that.
Andrews University.
Andrews,
Michigan.
Okay. I get it.
Michigan. Yeah, it's a private university. So I actually targeted that because I saw there is a course which I was interested in, is MD in chaplaincy. Hence, I got the admission, but no scholarship. So, but they advised me. I've spoken to the HOD. I've spoken to my advisor. They told me this is a subsidized course.
Okay.
But what I'm hearing is that I don't know. What they said I-20 started. I've sent it. I'm waiting for the I-20 to see on how will it reflect. But my worry now is if it will come with, if it will mention the subsidized, which they are saying. I've watched a video for advice on how to target for scholarship. That's as I've gone and through with them communicating if there's a scholarship. Now, my question is, I've also applied to other universities. I'm waiting for other 4 universities, for Mississippi and Rice and Connecticut and also New Haven. I'm waiting for until now.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what can you let me know if I still fight for scholarships and.
Yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in and also subscribing from Angola. I think you are putting in the work. So with the schools that you are yet to hear from them, please try and email them before even the admission comes in, right? Just tell them that you are from this country, you have applied into the program. Maybe they should let you know when you should expect to hear from them. Then you take that opportunity to ask about the scholarship. So you'll be able
for Mississippi, they've assured me that because for Mississippi I applied for PhD.
Okay.
they assured me that for PhD it comes automatically with scholarship.
Yeah.
They
Is it
assured me
the
that.
one in Oxford?
No, it's Mississippi State University.
Is it located in Oxford, like the city?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a great school. So I think you've put in the work. Let's hope there's a positive feedback. But I want you to treat every single school like the school you're going to. Don't
Okay.
let it look like, I like the way you are focusing on Andrews as if that's the only school you apply to. That's how you should treat every single school. That you
Okay.
communicate, you deal with them as if that's the only school you are coming to. Now, in the end, you'll be able to make the right choice of which one is giving you the best offer to go through that visa process.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm a bit closer to Mississippi, so maybe one day we'll meet up.
No problem. I'm trying all my utmost best that I must be there this fall, and I must meet you, sir.
Yeah, we'll meet up. I appreciate you, sir.
Yes.
All right, let's see. All right, so you can also put in the request, and then I'll be happy to approve it. Shout out to my brother joining us all the way from Angola. I never knew people from Angola subscribe to my channel. That's nice to hear. All right, so we are still on. We've done a couple of hours, 1 hour, 21 minutes. Let's see. Is it Solo or Foku? Which one should I call you? Is it Solomon and then AKA Solo or what? Your microphone is muted, sir.
It's Solomon.
And then the nickname is Solo.
Solo. Yeah, Mr. Fred.
Right.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
Mr. Fred, my question is that currently I've applied to 3 schools in the US.
Okay.
I evaluated my transcript, but Wes is still to send me the copy of the evaluated transcript. So I emailed, I called Wes, and they said I should expect a copy of it on the 12th of February.
Okay.
So my worry is that I've already applied to these 3 schools using my transcript from Cameroon. That's the unofficial transcript.
Okay.
So my issue is that when I receive this evaluated copy on the 12th of February, is it proper for me to email the graduate director or like to email the international office asking them if I could submit, because the application deadline has already passed?
Okay.
Asking if I can submit the evaluated transcript to them or something of that sort.
So what happens is that not every school requires the evaluated transcript. So depending on whether the school requires it or not, that would determine whether they are willing to take that. Now, if the school strictly requires the evaluated transcript, then they may not even consider the transcript you've uploaded. They will rather instruct you that your application is incomplete until you tell Wes. And remember that with most of the universities that will require the evaluation, they will rather prefer that you tell WES to directly send your transcript to them and not from you. So if the universities you have applied says that it is complete, it means that they don't require the evaluation in order to give you the admission. I agree that the evaluation will increase your CGP. Perfect. But there's also no harm in trying that. When the admissions are not in, you can easily email it to them. Mostly when Wes sends you the soft copy, it mostly comes with unofficial watermark in them, which is absolutely fine. So if the school would accept that, then you can talk to them and email it to them. But for the school to allow you to apply without the evaluation, it means that they do not require the evaluation at all.
Because Wayne State University have a place for like evaluated transcripts, so
okay,
it's still showing a red cross to it. But the issue is that the application deadline, I think it had passed, just that the transcript has not come.
Normally, application deadline is when you should submit the application, not necessarily submit document. So a typical example, I was working on an application for someone, and then the deadline was on 15th December. So it means that you need to click on submit so that it will be submitted. However, after you have submitted, the school gives you an opportunity to upload additional documents later. Do you get it?
Okay.
So that you clicking on the submit button means that you don't have to wait until the deadline is passed. So you just click on submit and submit. So sometimes you can submit it, yet your recommenders are yet to recommend you. You can submit it,
Okay.
yet you are later going to upload your SOP. You can submit it, yet you are later going to upload additional document. You understand? So, you know, if the deadline is over, it means that submission time is over. However, they give you an opportunity, even if they are reviewing your document. Sometimes you can upload a document and on their site, they are not able to see it properly. So they will email you back that, oh, we are reviewing your application. Can you send us this document, but scan it properly and send it to us? You understand? So the admission, the application deadline may be different from when you can add additional documents. So
Okay, thank you very much.
if the transcript is still showing that it is unsubmitted, it's not submitted, it means that when WES is done, then you tell WES to send it to them. Which part
Mr.
of
Fred.
Cameroon are you joining me from?
Currently, I'm not in Cameroon, but I'm from Cameroon. I had my bachelor's in Cameroon from Buea, the southwest region. I'm from the English side, but
of Cameroon.
Yeah, of Cameroon. So currently, I'm in Bahrain. It's an Arab country.
Why is it that you people will not take Gambia and add it to Cameroon? Because it's like it's within you, right? Anyway,
the second question, you have thrown a little bit of light on it concerning the visa issue. So I've been working here for 3 years now. So I was thinking that maybe if I have an admission and maybe it comes with funding, what is the prospect of me applying for my visa here? Because here is, I think there are no like difficulties in getting appointment dates and all those kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
you have thrown more light on.
Yeah, it depends on what you think you're comfortable doing. Sometimes it will just be expensive to just go back to your home country for just for the visa interview. And the most important thing is having a legal status in the country where you're going for the visa interview. So obviously you would apply as a third country national. And so they'll ask you, okay, you're not from this country. What brought you here? Why are you here? So that you are, coming for visa interview, and why didn't you go to your home country for it? And maybe some people is as a result of work and other things that brought them where they are. So, whatever circumstance it is, prepare for questions around that. And then
Mr. Ford.
All right, let's talk to Bashiru. Bashiru, Nuhu. Okay. My brother is frozen. Okay. Hi, Joshua. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Mr. Fred?
I like your hair. Are you a musician? Are you a footballer? What are you?
I'm a footballer.
You're a footballer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been following you. I've been going to a large screen. Yeah, you said saying you and your team can help undergraduate students. And I'm an undergraduate.
There's that music at the background. I can't allow that in because we are on, on YouTube. So there's a music at the background, bro. Other than that, I'm gonna get a copyright. Anyway, let's see. Ajay, you have to put your video on, sir. Kofi also the same thing. All right. If you want to, if you have questions, you can just put in the request. We've done like an hour and 30 minutes so far. I appreciate you for joining today. We're supposed to talk with an admissions officer from Fort Hays State University, but due to some circumstances, he couldn't pull up. So we are going to have him on, hopefully, in the course of the month. And so I'll put the information out there. If you have questions or you're applying to this university and you need an admissions officer to respond to your questions, then yeah, why not join us? But remember, we do this and every weekend. It's called the Study Abroad Podcast, and this is the biggest Study Abroad content platform. We have close to 200,000 on YouTube. The family is about 18,000 big on Instagram. On Facebook, we recently hit 95,000. Unfortunately, maybe TikTok will be going away. I don't know, but TikTok we more than 140 something on TikTok as well. Also, on X, about 40 something followers on X. So it's a bigger family, and we've been consistent for a number of years, more than half a decade. This team has been very consistent on giving you the best in terms of information on how you can study abroad. I have attended 4 different institutions, so there's a lot of experience going to all these universities and being able to let you know that, yeah, it's highly possible you can also do it. So yeah, thank you for tuning in today. Remember that if you are preparing for a visa interview, for the people preparing for fall semester, don't wait until your visa is denied. It is possible that you get to talk to a former visa officer before you go for your visa interview. So the Fred Effect team has a collaboration with Argo Visa. Argo Visa is a team of former visa officers, and then they are willing to help you prepare for your visa interview before you go for the actual visa interview. So they'll review your documents for you. Any mistakes will be corrected before you submit it, and then organize a one-on-one interview. These are people who have interviewed, they have the experience, they've denied people visas, they've approved a lot of visas, any category of visa. If you have somebody who is filing for you and you're going for an immigrant category of visa, remember that you can talk to a former visa officer. For those who have their EDV lottery approved and you're preparing for your visa interview, talk to a former visa officer. Use the link I'm sharing on the screen. They will be happy to, mentor you, guide you through the process before you go for your actual visa interview. So next week, we'll meet up on another session of the Study Abroad podcast. My name is The Fred Effect. Please be positive and know that everything will be fine. I'll see you next week.